Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Subletts. Missouri, Texas. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. Oh, it is hump day. And get my papers because I definitely printed off the paper this week. Welcome to tonight's show. Tonight's live is about gender roles in relationships. So we're gonna wait for Taboo to come in.
Hey, folks. So I'm glad every on Meet the Subletts every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. What's wrong?
Turn your volume down.
I thought I did.
So we can hear the echo.
That's as far down as it goes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I tried to make it work, y'all. But I am glad to see everyone. Trying to still get my stuff together, as y'all always know. All right. So what we got tonight? Weekly highlights. So what's tonight's topic? Tonight's
Gender
topic is
roles
gender
in
roles.
relationships.
Gender roles and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to talk about that. That's actually pretty funny. I'm actually glad we're talking about that. But my weekly highlight. So I was able to go to Austin, Texas this weekend and went to the Arena Summit. Arena Summit is a political, progressive, I think it's a nonprofit, but it's an organization. They bring together progressive leaders in the area, in the state, and we come together. You have organizers, you have elected officials, you have candidates, you have campaign staff, you have political people. All of these people come together and encourage and inspire up and coming politicos, those who are seasoned, those who may not be seasoned as much, and it just basically gives us like a breath of fresh air. I actually work for the Tarrant County Democratic Party and part time, and that allows me to find out what's going on in my area, my neighborhood. So it was just very empowering to meet other people that I have not met or I may have seen, like been in calls with or at different things. And I'm actually glad that I was able to go to Arena Summit and meet more people. It was different because I'd never kicked it in Austin. I've only passed through Austin. I've never slept, ate, or anything in Austin. So sometimes I kept thinking I was in Houston based off of the highways. I was not driving. I wasn't riding my bike. And I was so sad because I kept hearing all the motorcycles, and everyone was at the Republic of Texas motorcycle rally. Every biker that was in the area. So it was really cool to be able to at least get some bikerness, but really to pay attention to what's going on and what can help move progressives and the progressive mindset and the inclusion and diversity of the people that live in the state of Texas and bringing us all together. There were a few people from out of town, but mostly from Texas. And that was really dope. So that's my weekend. What's yours?
Um, I started another side hustle this week. So I guess that's kind of my highlight because it's my first ever work from home job. So it's definitely different. I've never had an office job before. I've never had a computer job. I've never, not to say that I'm not computer savvy or anything like that, but I've never had like a sit down job. Let's say that all of my jobs have been active and
I'm sorry.
um um so yeah, I'm excited about how that's going. Um, Waking up at 7:30 in the morning is definitely not my cup of tea, but I'm doing it because I have goals and things that I'm trying to accomplish. So yeah, I'm super excited to see how it goes. It's definitely a nice change to be able to sit down and still get to work on the things that I want to work on all day.
Yes,
Because I have definitely been still working on network stuff. So yeah, that's definitely my highlight. Ask me in a couple of weeks how having two side hustles is gonna go because having I worked them both yesterday for the first time.
that was rough on
I've had two jobs before, but like I said, all of my jobs have been active jobs. So going from one active job to another is easier than going from a sit down job to one where you have to stand up and move boxes and do this and that, and lots of walking. So it definitely, I was tired. By the time I got home last night, I was tired. Folks, it got on my nerves. It was hot. Yeah, it was. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. So yeah, that's my highlight for the week.
And y'all, I'm really proud of my wife. I know some people may think because we don't have quote unquote a job where you go clock into or that we're not working. We have probably busted our butts more in the last 18 months than we had ever in the time that we've been in a relationship. And I used to work 18-hour days when we first got together at State Farm.
Which is
Um,
where I now work.
which is hilarious. So it's like she's gonna get all the stress and the that I used to hate, but the overtime is there. But I used to work 18-hour days, and I thought I was really accomplishing things, and I really wasn't. I was accomplishing paying bills and the monotony of consumerism, but really being an entrepreneur and being reminded that other people's organizations are theirs. Yes, you do have work harder. Yes, you are correct, Casey. We work much harder as an entrepreneur than we ever have as employees. So I know for a while I was getting up at God o'clock early in the morning when it was cold, going to the side hustle, and then and my wife would be laying in the bed, and I would be so sad to leave, and I would be upset, but I knew what we needed to take care of. That was the next step in what I needed to do. So I'm very proud of my wife. She has now two jobs and the network. I now have one part-time job. My first side hustle, the contract ended, so now I'm looking for another contract. But I'm really more so utilizing this time to better my craft at my part-time gig and part-time side hustle, and then really to try to expand and diversify what it is that I do and the services I can give through our entrepreneur or through our businesses. So that's one thing we've kind of tried to figure out how to just hone in on what we're good at. So obviously, I know Texas All Female Ride is my baby. It's my joy, my love. So that's what I'm really going to push honing in on as far as the women in this community, but in our motorcycle community. But
It's bugs in here. I'm sorry. It was a gnat flying in my face. Excuse me. It was attacking me.
stop. All right, so go ahead. What's next?
There you go. I'm trying to share our show. You were doing great. Keep it in
I
company
know
while
I
I share.
was, and then I got distracted.
I'm sorry. It was a bug. You didn't see it?
No,
It'll fly in your face in a minute. You'll
and
see
it
it.
had.
Um, so give me just a second then, since you're not talking anymore. I'm trying to get it shared.
So last week we talked about pronouns. The she, he. Excuse me. What is it? She. I identify as she, her, hers. There were he, him, hims, and then they, them. And actually, it's crazy because this weekend,
I
while I
was
was
hoping you were going to tell me about this.
in the arena summit, I'm very masculine presenting, but I am still a he. Excuse me, a her. I'm definitely a her. I definitely identify as she, her. And this weekend, every time I went in the bathroom, I would kind of, now we're all masked. So this is all I see. And then I see this every time I walk in the bathroom. And they would kind of jump back like, and I'm thinking in my head, well, what the heck? I just swung the door open. Like, what do you? And I realized because we are in a very welcoming trans environment, we're in a very diverse environment. They set the tone real early on. We will not disrespect anyone based off of identity, race, anything like that. So I think I thought about it on the way home, and I was like, everybody kept looking at me crazy because there are bathrooms for trans men and women specifically, and they had those separate. And I keep going in the girls' bathroom. Well, I'm gonna keep going in the girls' bathroom until the day I die. That's just my personal choice, my personal preference. But I understood later on that that's just what kind of, and it wasn't that the ladies were uncomfortable; they just probably wasn't sure how I identified. And then once I went to the bathroom, they really knew how I identified. The other funny thing is, I've always sat kind of with the weird people or the abnormal people, and then I realized this weekend I always sit with the queer. I think from middle school, high school, whenever I've always ended up with the queer folk, and I didn't realize until I was like, damn, no wonder I always sat at the table with the choir kids or the weird ones that were super smart, but they were just awkward like me. And then, and I kept walking past the black women, and it wasn't that I was being rude. I didn't know anybody. And this was my first time in that environment. So I know some of the black women was like, well, why don't she speak to us? I will the next time I see y'all. But I hadn't, it was just more so a level of comfortability. So I ended up, and they were talking, they was like, it was open bar, y'all. I don't know why they allowed me to go to an event that was open bar because y'all already know I drink Jack on the Rock straight and I drink a beer with it. Everywhere I go, that's what I do, among other things. Let me tell you, I was double fisting it. What's up, Foxy? I was double fisting it the whole time. Now, people thought I was drinking the whole night, but y'all, if y'all fail to realize, Taboo usually holds her glass of whiskey for a long time. So I may have went and got another beer, but my whiskey was definitely not being topped off. Usually, I just babysit because I don't want y'all coming to pour no extra nothing in my drink and then act like I ain't drinking. You want something to drink, sis? No, I'm cool. So I definitely had a wake up call, a learning experience. So the pronouns, I'm actually glad we talked about pronouns on Wednesday because I definitely would not have had any understanding on Saturday morning
See,
when
it
I
came
got
right
there.
on time.
It came right on time because yeah. So now I have a more of a respect for. I mean, I already had a respect for those who say the choose they them, and that's fine because they feel like they're male and female, and that's cool. But it really solidified my she her for me. So yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So gender roles and relationships. That's your topic. Let's go.
You are so aggressive.
I'm not.
So I actually chose this topic because we always get the question of who's the man in the relationship or who does the masculine things or whatever. And so people will assume because Taboo is the masculine presenting one that she is the masculine, man in the relationship. And I'm pretty sure the only masculine thing she really does is take out the trash, hold
Yep.
the door, she'll carry the shopping bags,
You can't
but
walk on the outside.
right, I can't walk on the outside. I can't open my own doors. But outside of that, fixing things,
Mm-mm.
anything that has to do with manual labor, sweat, whatever, that's all me. And it's interesting because in my training, there one of our trainers is
Why do my friends have to be in the comments right now?
one of my trainers is a heterosexual male. He has kids. They're grown, and he loves to dress. He loves to go shopping. He loves to spend his time, at the mall or whatever. But he is not a Mister Fix It at
I
all.
feel them.
And I think most of the time when people meet a guy who is like him, they assume he's gay. They assume, all these different things. And he's not. He just is not that person. There is no gender role. So theoretically, well, not
Mm-mm.
theoretically. So we would be what you consider switches.
Yes.
So it switches off and on. It depends on. I agree. Gender roles no longer exist. That is very true. So with us, it really just switches. It's like, yeah, I agree.
No, because they read that.
Yeah. See.
Oh, okay. It was quick because I was trying to read it.
So for us, it just depends on what it is. I don't want to say we switch out because there are just some things she doesn't do, and there are.
Why you gotta do me like that? The both of them.
There are some things that I don't do. Like I don't iron. I don't. I hate washing clothes, but I will. I don't take out the trash because I'm not. But it really in the end it balances out. I really think that people in relationships you find that balance. There's always something that one person likes to do that one person doesn't like to do, and I mean if you both don't like to do it, y'all draw straws. Who's gonna do it that week or whatever? But I just think it's interesting how like there are always assumptions. I would say especially in heterosexual relationships because I hear plenty of times how the wives they don't cook because they're busy working or whatever, so the husbands are cooking. Right. First of all, it's awkward for me to carry a giant trash bag. I'm 4'11". My legs are not that long, and going up and down the stairs is hitting me all in the knees and stuff. Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Aww. I'm sorry. I don't mind. I'm sorry. I didn't know that was
yes, definitely a problem. Have you ever tripped over a trash bag that wasn't even on the ground? Have you?
No.
Exactly.
Look, and I really was trying to like get my legs like how? I mean, okay.
And I mean, is it, I guess people categorize it as stay at home mom stuff, but it's really stuff that anybody can do if you live there, any human. Yeah. Like, I think for me, I don't like how people with kids, like if you have like a boy and a girl, like the girl only washes the dishes, the boy only takes out the trash, or whatever. Like, not to say that that's how it should be. I know I grew up in a place where it did, but I think it's important for little boys to learn to cook. Because guess what? You're gonna be on your own at some point. You're gonna have to feed yourself. Ramen noodles ain't gonna cut it. So like when there was a big controversy about whether little boys should get the toy kitchens or not. Like I thought that was the oddest thing. Like, but there's a kitchen in his house he's gonna live in.
Yeah.
So shouldn't he know how to navigate around it? Pretend like like why does it have to be a girl thing? Because they got boy colored kitchens, and if they don't, paint it.
Yeah, right.
You want it to be masculine? Put some stickers on it. Like it. I don't think there is a really like masculine or feminine thing or roles really, and I hate how that's like what people society deems it should be. Oh, only men can do this, or only women can do this. Exactly, men cook too, boys can be chefs. I agree.
There's actually lots of male chefs, to be honest. There's probably more male chefs than there are female chefs.
Foxy said, growing up, we did it all. Exactly. And I think it would be well-rounded.
Growing up, I did not do anything manual because my mother did all those things. My mother hung everything. My mother, I mean, I can cut grass. I will cut grass.
I have cut grass.
But my daddy just don't cut my grass.
Your daddy is not going to cut your grass.
Forever. My daddy is going to cut my grass.
He won't. You will cut your own grass. You did.
Hold on. That's only because I had to.
But you did. But you did.
Because he wasn't here.
If he was here, he would not cut your grass.
And when my nephew came, my daddy called all the way from Missouri to make sure my nephew came and cut our grass.
Well, I can understand that he's younger.
Yes.
But and your daddy is not of age where he will be cutting your grass. Your daddy is going to enjoy doing the things he wants to do.
Which is cutting grass.
No,
it is. Because if I tried to move him out the way, he would He would not let me.
That don't mean he enjoyed cutting grass.
He won't let me.
That don't mean he enjoyed though. Okay. He liked watching basketball and drinking Crown Peach. That's what he
want to call him today. And I looked at the time and was like, probably should not. Because it is definitely not the time to call.
Now, I don't know if I know anybody that enjoys cutting grass.
Man, I like cutting it on a riding lawnmower. I sure don't on the push lawnmower.
I just like riding the riding lawnmower. I don't even care about cutting the grass.
Look, I cut the grass every week. If that's the case. Really? But gas costs too much now.
Right,
so.
right.
We won't be doing
They're
that.
They're going to have to make some new lawnmowers that run on something else.
An
electric lawnmower.
We're going to plug it in a Tesla or something. That'd be dope.
But not the Westerns and beer. Westerns, beer, and sports.
My daddy is Law and Order, basketball, and beer, and peach, and
Crown
pineapple peach. Don't do my
Crown Peach.
He used to be on that Remy Martin for a long time. So,
but I just wanted to touch on this topic because it shouldn't be anything that defines what a person does. Like what you do shouldn't be defined by your gender. There are plenty of males that don't like sweating. They don't like doing manual stuff. Like,
and I ain't a male, but I don't. And the most sweating I'm gonna do is cooking y'all chicken and fish outside, baby.
And she be struggling, I promise.
Boy, y'all. That's why I stay in that one area. I'm the prep and the cook and the go-between because it's hard enough. Like I'd rather sit at the register and be customer service like other people.
She only let me sit up there because I'm cute, y'all.
No, only sit.
And my customer service is good.
Okay, so then y'all heard that somebody's gonna be in the back.
No, she ain't.
At the next one, and she because they know how to do all that.
But she's not.
Right. Exactly. So that ain't why she up there.
Because she don't want to do it. That's why.
That's why. It ain't got nothing to do with me putting her in the front. She don't want to do the back.
I'm not gonna do the back. I did that enough. I'm cool. I'm okay.
So, however, and I think, and you know what, for a while, it's kind of funny. It confuses my family sometimes. Like when I was over there, the trash was full. And so my wife was like, Stanley, get the trash. And so I just got the trash and my mama was kind of looking. And my nephew was like, he was glad I took it, but then he was mad I took it out. But ain't nobody about to sit here and I'm not going to let my sister trash pile up. And we're sitting here and we're in here hanging out. And now I can't do nothing about it. Like, no, and no. She said she going to help, babe. No, you gonna help? Sweet. Oh yeah, because you gonna be with us.
You gotta go. Sweet.
We gotta. Them people called us today too, so I gotta talk to you about that, friend. When we get together tonight. So, Street Folk called us.
Oh
yeah. So we're gonna talk about our trip to Street.
You know what? I don't think your mom was confused by you taking the trash. She was confused that I called you Stanley. That's what she was confused
about. Girl, yes,
that's what it was.
No,
and every time I call you Stanley, she get this look on her face like I didn't name her Stanley.
I know
that is not her government name. It is not, but that's what I call her because she definitely is a Stanley for sure.
Don't do it. I am a Stanley, but don't do it. You know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all. When I went home, I felt like I am definitely. I told my dad I'm his carbon copy. You know what? Y'all, my friends are a mess tonight. The both of you, between you and that darn Janelle Monáe, I'm gonna get y'all. But I went home and I just felt like a kid all over again. Like as soon as my daddy hit the clubhouse or something, and I think was it you that said my dad was here? You saw him before I did when we were at the church back home that Friday night when he came.
Yes,
she saw him, and then I could see my brothers like, no, he good, but the other brothers that didn't know him is looking at him like, why he some old man walking up here.
Old crotchety man.
Man, I'm like, I done came out the door. This my daddy. And then we ended up sitting at the bar and we hung out. And it's like, and I felt like I was 10 years old all over again. Y'all.
She looked like it too.
I didn't care.
She was cheesing from ear to ear. I know y'all saw that picture she posted. She hemmed me up real quick for that picture. Take a picture of me and my daddy. Can I open my eyes good first? Like,
you barely had just came
I didn't even step down the stairs good.
Yes, she did. Me and my daddy, yeah. But it's funny because I told him on like Sunday when we released, I'm your carbon copy. I didn't realize I was his carbon copy. I definitely have learned a lot of the things and my ways and my mannerisms. I get certain things from my mother, but my father definitely has a lot of
His
influence.
genes is dominant.
Don't do my mom. I just got my mama's color, in her face. But I really,
Well, really, it depends because you really have his face too.
I
So
do.
yes.
Oh, I love my daddy. But it's amazing because I realized a lot of the things that I do that in our relationship that I guess my wife needs me to do, I learned from my father. And I didn't know, I just thought they were normal things that everybody did. And then I look at my friends, a couple of them in these comments, and I'll talk to them and they'll just kind of give me the glossed over look. And I'm like, okay, that's something for my daddy, definitely not my mother. And it's not to say a gender role per se. It's just more so those are things that they're not comfortable with doing. And then I look at my wife and I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to do this. Honestly, it took for my friend who was all in the comments, her and her girlfriend, and just watching their relationship. And then I looked at ours and I was like, well, dang, I do the same stuff. I need to, I mean, my friend's girlfriend was definitely beating me out on some things. I had to step my game up a little bit. But she really it really helped me understand like, okay, I am doing what I need to do. But really what it comes down to is as long as my wife is good, as long as she doesn't have any complaints, I'm not hanging up nothing. Here come my mama. You gonna call me Stanley now?
I just did.
She ain't here. She just logged in.
Oh, we'll she'll hear it in a minute.
Yeah,
sure.
mama, she called me Stanley.
Twice. I said it twice.
So, oh, thank you, Foxy girl. Hopefully you can come kick it with us tonight, Foxy. We gonna go. Where are we going tonight?
To social club night at Triple BC.
Yeah, we're going to social club. Oh no, she can't go. I just thought about it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to social club night tonight in Triple BC. I mean, you want to go, you can come. I know you got to. I had to call and make sure I could go. But I appreciate even on the set. Actually, one of the things that really fucked with me, excuse me, that really bothered me.
I told y'all she was aggressive.
I am. It just like, and I didn't understand it. So when we went to Rare Breed, and so I have this rule, just how I do things. I come in, I get everything I'm gonna get, so that way I can sit down. So if I'm getting a drink or food, or if we're gonna vend, or if it's bracelets or jewelry or whatever, I come in, I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get, and then I sit down, and then I may refill a drink or get some more food or whatever. But that's pretty much what I do everywhere I go. So I was talking stuff to one of the guys in one unit, that damn Ike. And I expressed, I said, man, all I do is spend all my damn money and this woman get whatever she wants. And his next remark was, but that's what we do. So I'm trying to figure out who the we was.
You was part of the French?
I know I was, but I was confused internally. Like, what do you mean that's what we do? So then it was a couple weeks later at Triple BC, their clubhouse, and I came talking stuff again. When I'm back there buying chicken, he's like, "See, you got your pocket, you got your money out again. Look at you." And I was like, "What do you mean?" So I was a little offended again. That's what we do. You know what, Ike Turner? That is not what I do. I just have my personal process on what I do.
That is
my wife
is
included in that. Why would she not be included in that if we go out somewhere? But let's not act like I don't always spend the money. You spend money too.
I spend your money.
You spend your money too. Don't act like that.
Then I still say it's from you.
So it's just what it's supposed to be. Like a woman is supposed to spend a man.
I buy my own gifts and still say they from you.
Now I really feel like it's family. Don't do that.
Well, I do. I know what I want.
Really? You know what you want? Whatever.
Oh no, that's so sad.
I'm sorry to hear that. And actually, you know what? I text her this morning, just out the blue, with the Asada selling them fuzzy sandals. And I saw the post and I took the link and I texted to Sexy Sanders this morning. So I would definitely reach back out to her. Thank you for that, Foxy. I appreciate it. It's our money. You damn right. It's
You're right.
Money.
But I still say it's from her.
Because believe me, I ain't even got paid yet. And definitely the first topic of conversation the day before payday was, okay, so what do we need to pay?
Because I need.
And I definitely
I let you have your needs last weekend. I was cool. I didn't say
what
nothing.
Did
I let you have whatever needs it is you had last weekend in your little open bar excursion.
Oh.
But this weekend I need.
And still came back and made sure she had dinner at work between the two side hustles.
No, you so
because I was proud of her for working two side hustles in one day. So yes, I just thought that was odd. Like and I know the next time I see Ike Turner, he gonna say the same thing. You spending money on her again? Well, I'm spending money on us. So
of course you can. We always are looking for topic suggestions.
Yes,
because
baby, you can be on the show.
Yes.
Yes, mother, you already a part of the. You already a line item in the budget tomorrow too. So let's talk about gender roles. Yeah, this is a topic, and I'm glad my mother is on here. So one of the things that I have struggled with is I always thought it was funny when a guy would talk about his mother and his wife. And I never thought, we can get real graphic.
As graphic as you need to, girl.
Yes, this is not cussing.
Well, she definitely curses like a sailor.
But it was really funny. I forgot what I was gonna say now because I'm worried about the graphic that
somebody said something about your mom and your wife.
Yeah, so boys usually have a problem where their mothers and their wives don't get along. So there have been moments in the last year, a lot of them, where my mother would say one thing, my wife would say one thing, and I'm just kind of torn because I'm like, I'm listening to my mother or I'm listening to my wife, and then the other opposite one will say something. So now I'm torn, like, okay, well, mama, hold on, let me hear what she's saying. Or, babe, hold on, let me hear what my mama's saying. So I definitely have learned now to just let them do what the fuck they gonna do, and I get out.
But that really ain't it. Like, it's cool that you listen to the things she got to say, but when it pertains to 106, apartment 124, ain't nothing she can say about over here. Everything I say goes. Like, I love you. I do. But if it's outside them doors, I understand wholeheartedly that you have to listen to her. I understand that I would never, tell you got to choose between me and your mama. But when we close that door over there, there's nothing that she could say about anything that goes on in here.
I understand that. Usually we are not inside of one of those.
But that's what I'm saying. We're usually talking about stuff that doesn't pertain to in here. So that's just, it is what it is.
Going at it, and I just let them go at it. Now I just walk away and I sit back and I watch them. And then they be snipping.
We don't. We joke because we have similar humor.
They do.
So
y'all so say it again, babe.
We have similar humor. Because your humor is real dry. And you don't be getting half the jokes that we crack. So we crack jokes and we understand them. So we know what we doing.
And then what you say about my mama? She be getting on your nerves.
Yes. Do y'all see? Look, is my hair thinning around the edges?
Hell no, it better not be thinning. We done worked hard on them edges.
Your mama gonna thin them out.
No, she died. No, she died. Then she gonna thin mine out because we not thinning yours out. Mine will stay cut low. She can thin mine out. But it's been a struggle. And then Uncle Juice actually gave me a tidbit, and I didn't understand why he was giving me that tidbit.
Because you needed to know.
And I'm glad.
We communicate. Thank you, Mama. We sure do. Just because she don't understand how we communicate, we communicate.
Hey.
Her and Lauren are going to communicate the same way. Her and Aiden communicate the same.
Who?
Your mom and Aiden, they communicate the same way.
As who?
Me and her.
I know.
You just be lost in the sauce.
No, I don't be lost in the sauce. I just don't have time for all my mama's foolishness. And my mama is 68 years old, so she has lots of foolishness because she's retired.
What takes me out of she say she don't cuss, but she be cussing like a sailor, man.
What was we on a conference call or something? Or a podcast?
We definitely was cooking.
No. When I was getting my hair cut. And she said the F word.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, and Lauren even heard her, my niece. And just, grandma. And she said, I didn't cuss. Yes, you did, bro. The barber heard you.
She say that every time. She cuss and say she don't cuss.
And she don't use the little like damn or anything. No, she used the big cuss word.
Why is it always the saying afterwards though? Like you cuss first and then be like, but I don't cuss.
Yes, you did. Lord even confirmed you said the F
She
word.
said I don't cuss.
You do cuss.
What do you swear?
Yeah. So my mother cusses and cracks me up. But I'm glad that my mother and my wife and Foxy said it a little bit of ways about when you're in a relationship, that person becomes your family. And my wife definitely, like she already was before that, but it definitely solidified family wise for me this past Christmas when she got to see the full brunt of my family. Don't put your eyebrows back down. The full brunt of my family, and she hadn't experienced the brownness and the sublets together. She got to experience.
I mean, I have, but it was not in that setting.
Oh no, that was
I have to take y'all in dosages.
Yeah, we do too.
That's why y'all got one day out of me, and I'm sorry.
Yes. She did not come down early for breakfast
at all. I was in the room.
Yeah. We are definitely overwhelming, but we love each other, like, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's the kind, like, we went back home and I just stopped through Wichita to see both of my cousins. They grown.
You know what? I don't even. It's not that y'all are overwhelming because you're not. Y'all are just loud.
And we are.
I'm
lit.
not a loud person, and
lit.
So to have 17 loud people,
and like, the babies.
I'm like, ooh.
from baby on up to grown,
loud. I don't understand.
Yes.
And maybe it's because I grew up with my grandparents as the only child, and it was pretty quiet most of the time, and I was minding my own business, doing my own thing, so I didn't have to be loud. And my grandfather wasn't loud, and my grandma's not loud. All of them are loud.
Yes, we are. But it's funny. We really just try to be, regular and treat each other well with love. That's really what it comes down to, not argue. So I know we kind of got off topic with the gender roles.
That's why I didn't do a guest this week, because it's just us to
just talk about what we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was what I wanted to talk about, but I mean that wasn't the extent of the entire show. I didn't think it was going to take forever to discuss gender roles because it's pretty self-explanatory. Like there aren't any. There aren't any. So stop saying that there are.
No.
Simple.
Right, exactly. There's roles that I fulfill. There's roles my wife fulfills. My wife knows I'm never getting on the ladder to hang up anything, but I know she's going to let the trash pile up.
Sure
and
will.
She's going to talk stuff to me about it.
Until you take it out.
And last time she didn't get to talk stuff because I took it all out. And I woke up the next morning, it was like way more boxes than what I thought. But she's clearing the boxes. I know we've been here for almost 2 months now, or we've been here 2 months.
But this stuff just got here.
About 3 weeks ago.
It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah.
What? How?
It was 3 weeks ago.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Has it been that long?
Yes.
Where is time gone?
I don't know. Because we're definitely on the 15th of the month. So it's been 3 weeks.
Dang.
But this stuff has been here, and we've just been trying to get our lives together.
And I'm trying to find time to go through it all in between everything else I'm doing. So,
I know, because I can't.
One box at a time. That's not what I said.
No, I couldn't put nothing up.
You can now. We got all the stuff here now. Go for it. You asked me that a couple weeks ago, and I said yes. Matter of fact, when we moved the stuff in, you asked, and I said yes. We discussed what roles we was changing up, and you was for it, and I've been waiting on you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. Well, I just wondered why you took the clothes from me, because I have.
I didn't take them from
you. Did?
I just wanted to hang them all up because I knew you were gonna do.
Well, you had this whole process you were trying.
Yeah, and then we needed more hangers, and
we got more hangers now.
No, we don't. We do the same hangers that we've had.
Oh, we just need to hang clothes.
Exactly.
Well, I'm definitely the laundry person because I hate laundry. And I don't mind doing it because I hate it, and I don't want clothes everywhere. So I'm definitely the laundry person. Hopefully that'll get taken care of by the end of this week. The way she's looking, I guess it's gonna get taken care of. What else do I do?
Take out the trash.
Besides, I don't do shit, y'all. But clean the laundry and take out the trash and provide money. Seems to be that's my only job. And love her. Those are my roles. What? Is that not enough? Tell me, y'all, is that enough? Because I think it's enough. I think it's all I can give at this point.
You know what? I'm waiting on Foxy on. I want to know what this topic is that she wants. Hopefully she'll
Oh,
inbox it to me if she don't put it in the comments.
I know. I want to know what topic she's talking about too. So yes, y'all, we love topics. We are continuing to grow our brand. MTS Network is continuously growing.
Speaking of
Um,
growing our brand, we're launching a music channel.
okay, I didn't know
I know
that.
you didn't. Of course you didn't. We're launching a music channel.
Okay, so we're launching a music channel. But as well, if you are going to El Paso with us this Labor Day weekend, our El Paso sisters are waiting on us. They are excited. We are excited. So we have people that are registering. Actually, the last 2 weeks, more people have registered than they have anyone has registered this whole time. So the emails have definitely been coming in. So go to www.txafr.org if you would like to be a sponsor, and there are different sponsorship levels. They are on the website, and we will only honor what is on the website for the sponsorship. So if you do
I don't
not
think
choose,
any of them come with a trophy in case you needed to know that beforehand.
but
So
they
yeah,
definitely
they come with
have
other things.
things that will highlight your club, your business, your organization. So we are excited about that. For those who want to support, we definitely appreciate your support. Volunteers, if you want to sponsor other
I
ladies,
knew she was gonna laugh at
I
that.
know. If you want to sponsor other ladies for this event, if you cannot personally attend, but you want to donate towards the cause, that would definitely be appreciated. We are fundraising up until I think August 15th, so that way we can put on a wonderful event and actually support the Reynolds home out in El Paso, Texas. This weekend, I was actually with some people in El Paso, from El Paso in Austin this past weekend, and they just kept saying the same thing. Like a lot of their people are undocumented, so they can't go through border patrol. A lot of their people, because they're so far away, no one really counts them as a viable part of Texas. So because of that is why we're going to El Paso. People don't understand that, but it's gonna be hot. We're gonna do everything we can to keep people cool. There will be definitely some drinks available for everyone. We're gonna make sure that no one, is too hot. But please go to the website, log in, register, donate, volunteer. We are excited for a good time outside. So, you got anything else?
Um, let me look at the agenda here.
The agenda.
Yes, we have an interview with Fishbowl Radio on
Okay.
the 29th. So we won't be having a show on the 29th, but we will be doing an interview. So hopefully you guys get to hear it. I don't know if it's going to be visual or just audio.
We won't be having a show.
We won't be.
I will be having a
You
show.
will not be. We talked about that.
I definitely told you I was
We
going to
talked
do
about
that.
that.
We did.
We did.
Because I told you I was going to do it. I'm not doing the interview.
Okay. We talked
Yeah.
about that. Okay. So there's an interview on the 29th with Fishbowl Radio for the Green Wall Street event that we're doing on the 6th.
Second.
Second, sorry. I was looking at the 6th. Anyway. So the MTS Network is going to be a sponsor of the Green Wall Street event. It's a networking event. There's going to be like 30 plus entrepreneurs that are vending at this event. And we will be there doing interviews for different businesses in Dallas or the DFW. So I have been scheduling interviews like crazy for the last couple of weeks. Super super excited about meeting different people face to face. Like I'm so tired of virtual. So I'm super excited to actually be outside doing events and just networking with people live and in person, and we're not cooking. So it's going to be great. We get to be cute. And I believe we're going to be set up in the VIP room. I will drop the link for those who would like to register for that event. It's a free event. Um, so definitely, yes, we will be interviewing vendors. Hopefully, I get all of them. But I know with the traffic that's going to be coming through, I may not get to get each one of them. But I'm definitely hoping that I can get some footage and a little quick something with each of them, so that way I can still promote them on the network and still help get their businesses out there. So I'm super excited for that. And yeah, hopefully if you're in town, if you ain't got nothing to do, come through. It's a super event. It's gonna be super short. It's like 12 to 3, so it's not gonna be like a long event. It's not gonna be during the hottest part of the day, I guess.
Right.
But it is indoor. It is kid friendly. They would have different things. You could also get headshots. I think they're doing like $5 headshots. There's gonna be food. There's gonna be like bounce houses and like different things. Like it's gonna be a really really nice event. So um, I will drop the link for you guys to be able to register if you choose. We hope that you come out. We hope to see you. So yeah, that's what I got coming up.
And then we'll be at DFW No Rules No Dues. Their anniversary is June 25th weekend. So we will be outside at the day party. So we will definitely be taking pre-orders starting that Friday night or that Friday evening. We'll start taking pre-orders. We will be out there from 11 to 7, I believe he said. They're having a day party somewhere. I don't know what it is. I've been posting the flyer. We're excited about that and ready for that because I'm definitely ready to cook some chicken and fish. I miss y'all. I miss serving y'all. I miss the love that y'all have given us. So we're definitely ready for that venture.
At this point, I think I'm gonna start just taking orders for plates, so we're gonna deliver, or you can pick it up. It's hot for us to be out vending all the time, but people always want our food. So
Yeah. So we might just need to do some late nights.
yeah, we're gonna start doing some pre-orders. There's a lot of things that I want to try, and I think you guys are going to like. I definitely saw some stuffed catfish that I will be making this week because I said it, and I will. No, so it's not going to be today. It's not going to be today. So it'll probably be tomorrow or maybe Friday. We'll see. We'll see how it
goes. This is a fixed face.
It's not. Your eyebrows are too low to be a fixed face. There you go.
She said she the taste. Yes, Fred, you can be the taste tester. She taste tested the pasta, didn't she? Before we released the pasta, she did.
She did. Remember, I was thinking. I thought you were talking about the pasta I made last week. I was like, no, Lauren tasted that.
Man,
and you polished it off.
Boy, I'm gonna have my blood pressure high.
It wasn't no shit. It wasn't no salt in it. I was like, I purposely didn't use no salt for you.
Oh, it definitely had my pressure high.
Like that must have been the added extra love.
That's exactly what it was. That's why I took that pill before I polished it off.
Oh my gosh! So I didn't even get no leftovers from it. Like I came home, a quarter of the bowl was gone. I was like, okay. She polished off.
The leftovers were here.
She polished off the other corner.
It was made Thursday.
It was, and I've worked every day since then.
Okay,
I've worked every day since then.
What else did you do? Because you definitely
sleep.
You didn't do nothing.
Cook you
else.
Other food.
You didn't do nothing else.
What else?
Wow.
And then I swam. Let's see. I went out once. I wasn't home long enough to eat.
She was home long enough to grab a bowl and put it in the microwave.
Wasn't. I tried to even make Salisbury steak, and I had to finish that when I came back. I was like, oh man, trying to squeeze in. Oh no, my charger.
Her charger's going away. Well, we appreciate y'all very much. What else do we got? We got the Music Channel, Green Wall Street. Next week's topic is 99%ers.
Oh, that's your topic for tomorrow.
Oh, shoot. Tomorrow, for the record, at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on the MTS Network, 99%ers versus 1%ers. So I guess I need to find a guest to talk about that because none of us are 1%ers. So I guess we're going to need a 1%er to talk if they want to talk. And if not, we just going to go based off of what we see on MC Protocol 101 on Google for 1%er stuff and other Facebook groups. But yes, 99%ers versus 1%ers.
That's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a great, actually, I want to hear what Pastor Logic from the outside looking in. Because, you know, he's like, all right, can I talk about this? Yes, you can from the outside looking in. So that's going to be pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Beefing up our engagement in the community. I gave a presentation last night. Excuse me. So everybody was like, so Candace, when I got there, and I'm like, how do y'all know me? You know, I engage them virtually, but I've never seen me face to face. So I just be and I'm very nervous around new people that I, really haven't interacted with. So,
I was nervous for y'all. I was like, Lord, I hope it goes well.
and it went well. I got a text message not too long ago, so I know it went well, which means somebody checked on me or somebody went live, one of the two. But it was really good experience. I'm getting into everything, everybody. Everybody is probably gonna know who I am probably by the end of this year in the DFW, and that is my goal because bikers' lives matters, bikers' rights matters, the things that we care about as bikers. Our buildings, our clubhouses are in matter. The streets that we ride on matter. The way that our kids are treated at school matters. The way that we're treated at work matters. Whether we're a biker or not, we are still human beings, and bikers' lives freaking matter. And that's what For the Record is about. Reminding everyone that, hey, we're going to talk about political things. We're going to talk about the things that we shouldn't, quote unquote, talk about, but that are necessary to talk about. One of the other things I was amazed at was the amount of white people this weekend in Austin that called out racists in their own race. The amount of white people that said, hey, we do not think like that. We do not live like that just because our government in Texas is like that. That is not how I raised my own children. So it was a lot of that. That was actually pretty funny. Um, that was the wiggle of the toes. What is she talking about?
Food.
Oh, the food. Yeah, it was good. But For the Record is really taken off. We may venture off into Instagram. I don't know. That's something I've kind of been thinking about, less on Facebook, but more so on YouTube and Instagram to see. I think we'll get a bigger following on Instagram and our TikTok. So we may end up shooting it live we'll stream it on one of those others. But please tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yes, Foxy, we are here every Wednesday at Meet the Subletts is on live, Facebook and on YouTube, the MTSN network, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time every Wednesday to talk about things that myself and my wife like to talk about.
Topics is what we talk about.
Yeah, things that are focused on women.
Women in business.
Yes. So please refer my wife. You put the link in there for the vendor that Foxy was talking about?
Yeah, I dropped the link.
Okay, so she dropped the link for you, Foxy. So that vendor you want to refer, please let her know. If you know of any other business owners or anything like that that may be interested in Green Wall Street on the 2nd, let them know. And then we're going to go do some things with your grandma for 4th of July.
Possibly. Yeah. She was trying to figure out the whole fireworks thing for you when I was talking to her the other day.
Oh, she was? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I'm not going to do... Now, I'm a lazy fireworks thrower.
We did get an invite to go watch fireworks at the lake. So I guess that's something we'll figure out. Lindy, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Which lake? Greatburg?
I don't know. We didn't get that far into the discussion. Okay. But we did get the invite. So maybe we'll see what comes of it. So that'd be cool. Right. We also still have, as people probably have seen, we are growing our email list. We are going to start doing a newsletter. And that newsletter will consist of the shows.
I'll let you know.
It'll also have it'll have the shows in it. It'll have links for the previous week's shows in case you missed them and you need somewhere to find them. I know throughout the week that we post a lot of content because it's a network. We have a lot of different things, so it's not always the same thing. So we try to touch on a lot of different things throughout the week. So sometimes it's hard to find the old shows, and if you don't feel like going to YouTube to find them, the links will be in the newsletter. It'll also have events that people may be promoting, or events that we have going on and that we're going to be at will be in. Is that you?
Oh, sorry.
Girl, I thought my chair was for the cave in. Don't do
that. My bad. My legs are long, y'all.
Your feet is way over here in my chair. Okay.
My bad.
Made me lose my train of thought, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
But it'll just have, it'll have updates on the network and any pertinent information. People will also be able to advertise their businesses and promote themselves in our newsletter as well. Everything we do is always to better the next person. So any avenue that we have or that we are creating, we always want to share it with other people. So I'm excited to really get that going because I feel like it'll be easier just getting information out, because sometimes things get lost in translation on social media. There's so many different platforms. You can only post like certain things here or
Yep.
certain things there. So I really believe this newsletter will actually just kind of help keep people together. So
Okay.
keep us together. So yeah, so that'll be coming out soon. So make sure you sign up for our email list. There is a chance to win $50. Kind of like, when you go to the restaurants and you leave a review and you can win a
Oh
free
yeah.
meal or something like
Yeah.
that. So
Free French fries.
it'll be random. You can come around. Who knows? So yeah, I'll drop the link to that as well. Just make sure you sign up because you don't want to miss out on good stuff. So
No, you don't.
that is all that I have. Our guest next week actually is Jessica Robertson. She
Okay.
is from Houston, I believe.
Okay.
She is the owner of Live Wig. So all you wig lovers,
Oh, yeah.
tune in next week because she is phenomenal. She makes her stuff
What's up, cuz?
She makes her stuff by hand. That's my foot.
I'm sorry. And now she's on my side.
I'm not.
That was definitely.
I'm
right
not.
Here. It was definitely right here.
I'm not.
Because I was about to extend my leg.
Over
and
here.
I hadn't yet. I was about to extend it over there, but it was definitely
She's
on
been
my
beating
side.
me up all night with her feet.
And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just, my legs are long and I need to stretch them out.
But, so yeah, she makes all of her units by hand.
So get your wigs with people out.
She has a shop in Houston as well. So
Okay.
I'm definitely excited to have her on to talk about, how it has been with being a mom and running a business. And I remember when she was making them, she would post videos or pictures. She was making them in her living room or whatever. And then she upgraded to a shop. And now she's doing some other stuff. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
Okay.
Definitely, because I'm with her. And if she could make one in this color, I'm sure gonna be ordering because I'm tired of braids. But this is my color, and so I ain't found nothing else in this color yet.
We definitely have looked for wigs.
So if anybody can do custom color, let me know. But so yeah, that's all I got. Next week's topic is trans ban.
And I don't understand that.
Yeah, so you better get some understanding by next week.
Okay, trans ban. It is. Gotcha.
So yeah, that's the show.
Thank you
guys.
so
Thank
much
you for tuning in
with us. We appreciate you dearly. Now we about to go support Triple BC and be outside. See y'all later.
See y'all next week.